everybody, I'm here today with a driving lesson on stopping safely in a car. In this video, I'll be going over the basic process for braking safely while driving, and I'll also be going over 3 specific things that will affect your ability to stop safely in a car. With that being said, let's get right into it. Let's get right into those 3 specific things. The first thing is the actual act of braking. Now, if you want to stop safely in a car, it all depends on 2 specific things. I'm sorry, someone's honking. Yeah, we're all good. Your stopping distance is the first thing, and then the amount that you're pressing on the brake pedal, that's the second thing, okay? So you have to combine those 2 things and estimate properly in order to effectively stop that car safely, okay? So what we're gonna do is I'm gonna show you a very simple exercise in order to outline this first specific thing, which is the actual act of braking safely. What you wanna do is you wanna go into an empty parking lot just like I am right now. The honking was going on the road over there, just so it's clear. I'm in pretty much an empty parking lot right here. And you want to look at those parking lot lines on the road, on the parking lot over there, okay? On the pavement. Now, with the parking lot lines, you want to make sure that you are stopping before a specific line. So I'm going to go ahead and demonstrate this. I'm going to go ahead and put my seatbelt on. We will put the car in drive, just like that. Emergency brake off, and we're ready to go. So I'm going to look at a line ahead, and I'm going to try and stop right at that line so that the front of my bumper just lines up with that line. So I'm going to release the brake, moving forward. I pick the line ahead, and then I'm pressing the brake pedal and coming to a complete stop nice and smoothly. What I've done is I've looked at the distance that I had to brake within, and then I've matched it up with how much I feel like I need to press down on the brake pedal. Now here's a quick tip. The faster that you're going, the harder you have to press down on the brake pedal. And also, the less of a distance that you have to stop within, the harder that you have to press down on the brake pedal. So let's say I went a little bit faster right now. Going a little bit faster, I have to press down on the brake pedal a bit harder if I had the same stopping distance. Now, if I go faster and I have less of a stopping distance, I'm going to have to press down on the brake pedal even harder. So once again, let's go ahead and move forward. And I'm going to stop really quickly right here, just like that. So I had to press down significantly on the brake pedal. Now, just for the record, once again, I'm doing this in pretty much an empty parking lot because you're using the lines of the parking lot. So it's a good idea to do this in a relatively empty parking lot so you're not worrying about cars and pedestrians and traffic or anything like that. So you should try this in a parking lot during the off hours, just like I'm doing right now, so that, you know, there's nobody around and there's no cars to worry about. So practice doing that, and that will help you actually brake effectively and stop a car safely. Now, there are 2 other crucial factors that play a huge role in your ability to stop that car safely. The other factor that I want to talk about, so factor number 2, factor number 1 was the actual act of braking. Factor number 2 is your following distance. Now, your following distance is basically the distance between your car and the car in front of you. If you're following too closely to the car in front of you, you're going to have to brake much harder. You're going to have less reaction time to stop safely and so forth. You're going to have less of a chance of stopping on time and more of a chance of getting into an accident or a near accident. You don't want to be that person where the person in front of you looks in their rear view mirror and they see you riding so closely to their rear bumper. You don't want to be that person. Leave a safe and good following distance. And if you're in doubt, leave whatever you think is a safe following distance and then add a little bit more of a following distance just to be extra safe. What that's going to do is that's going to give you ample time to brake properly and stop the car safely. That means you're going to have a great amount of time. You won't have to slam on your brakes, which means there's less of a chance of you rear-ending the person in front of you, and also less of a chance of the person behind you rear-ending you. Okay? And even less of a chance of you getting sandwiched because you rear-ended the car in front of you and the person behind you rear-ended you. So you want to avoid those things, like I said. And with that being said, you know, leaving a safe following distance is a key factor. Okay? The third and final factor that I want to talk about with regards to stopping a car safely is scanning ahead. if you're number one, if you're distracted while you're driving, you're probably less able to scan ahead of you. And also, if you are not looking ahead of you, then it's going to be harder for you to actually stop safely. So you want to make sure that you're scanning ahead and that you're looking in front of you and you're able to stop safely. I would recommend looking a few cars in front of you. If you look at the car in front of you, then you're only going to know that they're braking when you see their brake lights, okay? Now, if you're looking 3 cars ahead of you, then you'll see that car using their brake lights, and then you know that the next car is going to have to brake, and then the car in front of you is going to have to brake as well. So you get an early warning. You can take your foot off the gas pedal, hover it over the brake pedal, and even start to slow down or potentially downshift. And that's basically it. Those are the 3 huge factors in stopping a car safely. I've gone over a simple exercise that you can do to practice braking and stopping your car safely. And I've told you 2 additional things that will help you make sure that you are stopping a car safely as often as you possibly can. So in total, I've gone over 3 things that will help you stop a car safely. This has been a very simple driving lesson. If you liked it, be sure to give it a thumbs up. Let me know what you think down below as a comment. And of course, be sure to subscribe for more great car and driving videos just like this one. And that's all I have for you today. Thanks for watching.